Section 1, and then it was Section 47, and what is it now?
I think there was
so why don't you write me a copy
I
of the
will
search
do.
slip, yeah? How about you do it right now?
I'll go upstairs and do it.
Okay,
I'll give it back
how
to
about you do
yeah?
how about you do
I haven't got one in my pocket,
away?
but I'll get it.
Alright, so what is it then, mate? Was it Section 1 or 47?
I think it's 4. Why are you filming?
Can you stand back, mate?
Why are you filming?
Can you stand back, mate?
Why are you filming?
Can you stand back?
Why are you filming?
If you stand back, I'll answer you.
Why are you filming?
Can you stand back, mate? What's going on?
You're not allowed to film police stations.
I'm not allowed to police.
Okay, you're detained at the moment.
Okay,
Section 1.
Alright, you can do it. Alright, I'll put it on the floor.
Okay.
It's alright. It's alright. There's no bother, mate. It's alright. I'll put it on the floor. I'll put it on the floor.
Yeah, we're here.
It's not going anywhere. You see my hands? Cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Why are you cuffing me? Am I hostile?
We're coming down.
That's what we're checking, mate.
You don't have to touch that, man. Okay, so just for a bit of context, this officer right here has just cuffed me. I don't know if you'll see that footage. This kind officer's just taken me out of cuffs. This is a lady. What's your name, sorry?
PC Emily Gilroy.
Emily Gilroy. Where are you from, Miss Gilroy?
Counter-terrorism.
Counter-terrorism units.
Well, I want to know why you came in filming the back gates, which has led to you being in handcuffs when officers arrived because they didn't know what you were doing and you didn't want to provide your details.
Because I'm documenting abuse of like terrorism legislation, stuff like that.
Okay.
You know, legally I don't have to actually give you a reason. I don't have to account, so I don't actually have to say anything. But
okay, but it's going to make us suspicious, isn't it?
okay, yeah,
but
legally speaking, I don't have to account for myself in a public place. Is this a public place?
A man is cuffed outside a building, uncuffed a moment later, and then watches a counter-terrorism officer try to remember which power she actually used. Was it Section 1, Section 47, or Section 43? Watch her land on, I think it's 43. Across the next few minutes, we've got 3 encounters at 3 stations, 3 officers deciding what filming from a public place is worth, and 3 very different ways it can go. 1 reaches for a terror power and can't name it. 2 keep it civil. Stay to the end. The gap between the worst and the best is the whole lesson.
Yes, of course it is.
Okay, so technically if I'm in a public place doing legal activity, I don't have to account for myself, right?
No,
So technically, why would I give you my first name?
Just so we can have a conversation and I can call you Nick or whatever your first name
Why don't you call me like Sir or Handsome or something like that? What was it, mate? What was it? Section 1, and then it was Section 47, and what is it now?
I think there was
so why don't you write me a copy
I
of the
will
search
do.
slip, yeah? How about you do it right now?
I'll go upstairs and do it.
Okay,
I'll give it back
how
to
about you do?
yeah?
How about you do?
I haven't got one in my
straight away?
pocket, but I'll get it.
Alright, so what is it then, mate? Was it Section 1 or 47?
I think it's 43. But
Was it 43?
I'll write it down and I'll confirm it for you, alright?
You do that, yeah?
I will.
Good lad.
Here's the exchange that matters. She says his refusal to give details makes her suspicious, and he answers with the actual law. In a public place, doing something lawful, you don't have to account for yourself. He's right. Suspicion has to rest on something more than a man with a camera declining to chat. And note the tell, a counter-terrorism unit citing Section 1, then 47, then settling on 43 of the Terrorism Act. Those aren't interchangeable. When the officer can't name the power that put the cuffs on, the cuffs came first and the law went looking afterwards. That's the arrest reasoning backwards.
Alright.
Okay,
And let's get our stories straight.
The conversation is finished. I'm happy with everything. Thank you for talking to me, and I wish you well. All right. So you're Coley Burks.
I am Coley Burke. See how hard was that? We didn't have to do all this.
Good job, Coley. Come on. You do the same if it was outside. Why are you looking at me?
I was just seeing if you had a wedding ring on him.
Okay, that's.
Are you willing to give us your details? I can write them on slip.
Don't be stupid, man. Just
No?
write just write down the thing on the paper, man. Next time someone comes this and films, what are you gonna do? Officer, I've asked you a question.
There you go.
Come on, let him
There's your slip.
Listen to me.
Alright.
Next time someone does this, don't act like this, alright?
Watch the turn here, because it's the whole point in miniature. Once she settles, he gives his name freely, Cody Burke, and his line lands clean. See how hard was that? We didn't have to do all this. All the friction, all the handcuffs, over an interaction that took 10 seconds once someone stopped bluffing. Fair beat mind, he's needling by the end, and the sir or handsome stuff is him enjoying himself more than making a point. But underneath the swagger, he's correct. The next stop is calmer, and it shows what this looks like when nobody reaches for a power they haven't got.
Been here for about 10 minutes, no real activity. Might go to the front, check it out. Super impatient, it doesn't help with these audits. What the? Yeah, make of that what you will. One thing I've noticed, almost every Garda station has a public access, a public office, access to the public. definitely reinforcing the fact that this is like a citizen police force, and that they are deployed on behalf of the public. Hi there, I'm just making a video. I thought I'd make you aware.
Okay, what's it about?
Like the Garda station.
This man's just, is it what, you're just trying to get a look around the Garda station, is it, or what is it?
Yeah, I mean, can I get a tour or something?
Do you want to see someone walking?
Excuse me?
Do you want to see someone walking?
I don't understand, sorry.
No, I said, see someone walking, I'm going to fix the handle here tonight.
Oh, really?
No, I'm only messing with it.
Give me a second, I'll see if we can find someone for you.
That would be fantastic, thank you.
What's it in relation to? Is it for...
To be fair, to be honest, it's a YouTube video. It's for a YouTube video.
Okay.
That was cuffs and a terror power nobody could name. This is the same setup, a man filming a station, handled with a completely different temperature. The officer identifies himself when asked, PC 2573, and leans on security reasons. So here's the gentle correction. Filming what you can see from a public place is lawful, and security isn't a power to stop it. It's a worry, not a statute. Watch our filmer test it. Was the building not secure? That's the right question. Concern is understandable. It still isn't a legal basis. And to his credit, the officer never pretends it is.
There's construction working on at the moment.
Okay.
I'm going to give you an email address, right, so you can email,
Okay.
and I'll try and organise something for you.
It can't be today.
Well, they're probably not, just because they're doing work out the back of the mast.
Okay, fair enough. It's just I'm heading back today.
Okay.
Nothing you can do, like a tour of the inside. I'm like a quote unquote citizen journalist.
I can't myself personally.
All right. Well, thanks anyway for your help. You've been helpful.
I tried to put a supervisor for you there, but with construction, won't let anyone out there.
I understand.
I'll give you this if you want it.
Why not? Why not?
I don't know if you come back again.
Yeah, sure.
Thank
you. And thanks for having like a positive attitude and stuff. Obviously, these videos don't always go this way, so I'm very impressed with the attitude of the Garda. It's a Cody Burks.
Now the request that reveals the whole dynamic. The officer asks him not to go up some steps to a fire door, and our filmer does the exact right thing. He checks whether it's a request or an order. I can decline the request, can't I? And it is a request, can't I? And it is a request. That distinction is everything. A request you can refuse. An order needs a power behind it. The officer's honest about which one it is, and that honesty is what separates a decent stop from a bluff. No invented authority, just a polite ask that our man is free to turn down.
They would always terrorism, this and that in London, Terrorism Act and stuff like that. That hasn't even been mentioned at all today. Yeah. So yeah, again, I'm really impressed. And in comparison, the Garda are making the Met police look very silly. They just look paranoid and look a bit clueless. Yeah. So there's a great contrast, and I think it will make interesting viewing when people watch this and they refer back to my other videos. No doubt.
Hopefully we can be more help maybe next time.
Okay, hopefully, yeah, on my next visit, hopefully I'll take you up on that offer and I can get that tour.
100%.
All right, my friend. Thanks so much for your time.
Yeah.
All right, goodbye. So yeah, again, just to reiterate, like, I'm very impressed with the attitude of the Garda. There was a few little hiccups, but that's bound to happen.
And here's where it settles into something almost warm. The officer admits he doesn't mind being filmed, explains his job is simply to ask, and our filmer explains the audit back to him, the mystery shopper framing, testing whether rights get respected. No arrest, no cuffs, no section pulled out of the air. Just two people establishing where the line sits and both staying the right side of it. That's the standard, the first stop missed by a mile. The last one travels further afield, and it's the friendliest badge yet.
If they were for any specific purpose? Any media channels or anything like that?
I mean, there's no specific purpose. I'm just a member of the public that's just chosen to come here and film. There's nothing more to it than that. The reason, the purpose isn't really important, really. Why would that be a concern for you, or why would that be a point of interest?
Well, everything's a concern for security reasons, isn't it?
Was the building not secure? I don't understand. Do you think this is a valuable target for those that would want to breach your security? I don't really understand like what you're trying to do.
All I was asking, chap, was
Yeah.
what you were doing on the police premises, okay, and what the purposes of your video were for. I've not indicated anything. I've
Yeah,
not suggested anything, have I?
No, you haven't.
I just tried to clarify what the purposes of the recording were going to be used for, if they were going to be used for any media, any documentaries or anything like that.
Right, okay.
Because obviously anything that gets published or broadcast, okay, obviously our press office would like to know that, and obviously that information would like to be passed on.
That was an English neighbourhood officer keeping it civil. This is Dublin, a Garda station, and honestly the warmest reception of the three. Our filmer announces himself, making a video, engaging with the authorities, seeing if they respect the right to film, and instead of suspicion, he half-jokingly gets offered a tour. There's no power grab to correct here because nobody grabs for one. Worth naming plainly, the right to film in a public place doesn't change because the welcome is friendlier. Same lawful activity, wildly different mood. Sometimes the story is that it went right.
I understand, but they can be filmed. But
Okay.
is anything stopping them being filmed? Like, they're in a public place.
That was it? Okay, that's fine. So, is it YouTube, is it?
I don't know. I mean, does he know that? He's
Well, I don't know.
He's
I'm
made a presumption.
Chap, I'm just asking you, are you filming for YouTube at the end of the day?
I am filming for YouTube.
Okay,
Yeah,
what's your YouTube channel?
I'm not going to tell you.
Okay. Well, you know, if I'm going to be YouTube famous, it would have been nice to have been on it, wouldn't it?
I mean, you probably will be on it. I mean, in due time, you should be able to find that.
All right, fella.
It seems he's got the memo.
Who's got the? What? He's got the memo.
That chap. But for the most part, you've been pretty decent. Obviously, the idea of it is to come and film police stations, police buildings, vehicles from public places,
Yeah.
and gauge the reaction from the authorities. And given your kind of cordial sort of response, yeah, people
So,
are
at the
probably
end
going
of
to
the day-
be happy with that. It's going to instill confidence from the public
Chap,
in the
at the end
police.
of the day, I just want to come out. Obviously, you film. I don't mind being filmed at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But at the same time, obviously, you're on police premises. As part of my role is as a neighbourhood policing officer, is to actually talk to you and actually just ascertain what it is you're filming,
Yeah.
what you're going to do with that recording, and you know where it's going to end up, isn't it?
Yeah, but you have done very well. Obviously, it defeats the whole purpose. If I have to be deliberately intrusive and defensive and not directly answer each question, so I can get a better.
Yeah. No, I get it.
It's called an audit of the police station. So understand if I was naturally being a bit intrusive with with my responses.
And here's the close. The officer writing down contact details, wishing him well. The filmer noting that terrorism legislation never once came up all day. 3 stations, 3 officers, 1 habit that separates the good from the bad. Whether they reach for a power they can't name, or simply ask. The takeaways are plain enough to pocket. Filming from a public place is lawful and suspicious isn't an offence. A request you can decline, an order needs a statute behind it, and a friendlier welcome doesn't grant a right you already had. It just makes exercising it pleasant. So which stood out most? The counter-terror cuffing that couldn't name its section, the polite fire door request, or the Garda who offered a tour? Tell me below and subscribe if you want the pattern named every week. This video is educational, not legal advice. Always check local laws. Peace out.